pastry is definitely crispy. One of the best chili con carne I ever made. Trust me. Welcome everyone to a new vlog. In today's video I decided to show you how I do the chili con carne. I do it a little bit in a Spanish way. So it's definitely comfort food and it's definitely absolutely delicious. Whoever see this recipe and you don't do it, it means you don't like comfort food. Let's go through the ingredients and we're gonna start to cook. Ingredients for this amazing recipe. I got here 400 grams of beef minced, but again 20% fat. It's very important. I got here 200 grams of Spanish chorizo, which I take the skin off. It's spicy Spanish chorizo. I got 120 grams of kidney beans or red beans. Spices, I got here paprika, 1 large teaspoon. Pepper paste, I got 1 large tablespoon. Here we got cumin, half a teaspoon. Here I got some peppers, Spanish peppers, which they was with garlic in a jar. I always prefer to use this. I got marjoram, 2 large tablespoons of tomato puree, salt and pepper, 200 milliliters of tomato passata, 1 onion, 4 cloves of garlic, 1 egg, and some puff pastry. And now here start the surprises. You will see why I need the egg and the puff pastry for chili con carne. And of course I'm gonna use some olive oil. It's a Greek olive oil and it's an amazing quality. Let's start prep the ingredients and after we're gonna start to cook. Now for the prep I will start with 1 very large onion, just finely chopped. The garlic, I just gonna cut them in 4 and after roughly the size of the onion. Now very important with the chorizo, you need to take the skin off, and I'm gonna cut them like this in pieces. What you need to do, you need to fry them in the same time with the onion. Like that they will seal outside, they will release some of the fat and it will taste amazing. And after it's the onion and the garlic and the chorizo cooked, after you add the mince and you cook the mince as well. So let's start to cook. Now traditionally this is what I call a 1 pot dish. So that's why we got 1 pot. In this case it's not gonna be only 1 pot, you will see later why. We add some of the olive oil, make sure the pot is hot, and we add the sausage, the onions and the garlic. Take a wooden spoon, mix it roughly, and what I always do when I cook onion, I put the salt and the pepper in. Like that the onion will get soft and will cook very nicely, will caramelize nicely. And now we leave this on medium heat and I show you what we do after. As you can see, the onion is caramelized nicely. The chorizo start to cook nicely. So the next step is the peppers. I'm gonna put the peppers in. Straight away after the peppers, we go in with the meat. We give a good mix and we leave the meat to cook. 4 or 5 minutes until it changes color. The meat starts to cook, it changes color. So now we're gonna start add slowly the spices in. I'm gonna start with the cumin. If you wanna use seeds, you can use the cumin seeds, but you need to fry them before you put the onion in. Otherwise they're not gonna release all the flavor. Now I'm gonna put the marjoram, or marjoram, however you wanna call it. Mix well. We go in with sweet paprika. You can put spicy paprika if you like it more spicy. The chorizo is already spicy and I don't want to do it. I want to do it just mild. Now I got here the pepper paste. And the tomato puree. Now cook this without liquid for like 3-4 minutes, and after you can add water or stock. Leave it to cook for a minute. Now I got here 800 milliliters of vegetable stock, which I'm gonna add in. And the tomato passata. And we're gonna leave it now to cook for half an hour, 40 minutes. And after we're gonna check it to see how the meat is. Now after half an hour, I'm gonna add the kidney beans or red beans, or you can use black beans if you want, whichever you prefer. I prefer definitely the kidney beans. I like them a lot. And now I'm gonna leave it to boil for another 10 minutes. And it's almost ready. Now at this stage the chili is cooked, 100% cooked, and now is the time to put my twist on the recipe. As you can see, I got here a classic pie dish, and this pie dish is gonna be filled with the chili con carne. You have to try this recipe, and especially now because it's coming the cold season, this is a very nice hearty dish. Basically it's comfort dish for sure. It's not extremely traditional, but trust me and try it. Now that I put the chili in, I'm gonna take the puff pastry and I'm gonna put it on top of the dish. I have here a small knife. Normally I would leave the chili to cool down before I put the pastry, but I want to show you each single step, so I'm gonna try to do it as quick as possible. You cut the excess pastry, you roll nice the pastry in. If you want. And now this dish goes in the oven for 20 minutes at 180 degrees. Now this is how my chili con carne pie looks. It's just amazing. Now I will show you how I plate it, and we need to have a taste test on this. As you know from the previous videos, I like to keep it simple because it's home cooking, home comfort food. So let's see how it looks. This pastry is definitely crispy. In this way, you don't need tortilla wrap. Let's clean the edges. And I'm gonna put 1 full spoon of sour cream. And on top, some cayenne pepper. Now this is my lovely chili con carne version. Thanks everyone for watching. Please try this recipe at home. It's amazing. It's definitely comfort food, so I tick all the boxes for today's video. If you didn't subscribe, please do it now, and leave in the comments if you got any questions or any issues with the recipe. I got here my lovely chili, and let's give it a go. You can hear the pastry. You don't need any tortilla chips for this. Absolutely divine. Perfect.